All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Life Path Number prediction. This one will be for the month of May 2023. So, hello. I hope everybody is doing okay. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. It is greatly appreciated. And let's go ahead and get today's predictions started. I know I'm a little late. I wanted to do my predictions last week, but then I was like, okay, May 1st is next week. So I'll just wait until May 1st. And then my day got really hectic yesterday. So I'm on today. Okay. So I'm excited about these messages. These messages came in really strongly. One of the life path numbers I struggled with because your energy was all over the place. So we'll get to that in a minute. So, hello. Hi, Think Billions. Hello, Marlene. How are you guys? Great to see you. Hey, Jasmine. Jasmine checking in as well. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Celsi. No, it's Celise. I'm sorry. I don't know why I saw Celsi. It's Celise. Y'all know I got issues with names. How have y'all been though? Let me know if you guys are just checking in for the first time. Also, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out a lot. Yes, Jasmine, last month did fly by all day yesterday. I kept on writing April. It was getting on my nerves. I'm like, listen, if I put April one more time, it is May. And then also, I don't know if you guys know about my rose bush. Well, it's a tree now, but she actually started blooming yesterday. So I'm really excited about that. She looks really cute. I know, right? Marlene is always here. You said same Jasmine, of course. Look, I was like, oh my God, if I write number four one more time. So it's a new month, you guys. Okay, Marlene. That don't I mean you said you okay, but I felt something behind that. So we'll get to it. I'm doing really good. I've been really busy getting ready for a lot of things. So I've been here, you guys. Yeah, I know. I sometimes like during the spring and like the fallish, I be needing little breaks. I don't know why. So it's cool though. I still be trying to get myself situated. But anyway, but we can go ahead and get it started. Thank you guys so much for being here. So let's start off with the energy for May overall. Of course. Okay. All right. So overall, the energy of May is going to bring in a lot of blossom. So everything that you have been sprouting or you've been trying to plan, May season is going to definitely blossom those things. This is also a time for you to start actually, putting in that work, doing things that you're supposed to be doing and accomplishing these things as well. This is Taurus season. So Taurus season is all about beauty as well. But Taurus season, or if you guys know any Tauruses in your life, Tauruses are very straight to the point. They don't budge for anything, and they just go wherever it is they want to go. They do whatever and they say whatever they want to say in respect as well. So your whole life is going to have that particular energy. Also, the number 5 is ruled by Mercury. So that's also that Gemini Virgo energy. So in this particular season as well, if you aren't really balanced with yourself, you may be getting like a lot of overthinking energy. And then also we are in a Mercury retrograde as well. So it's that double Mercury energy. So definitely be careful of the way you use your words. Definitely be careful of the way you move this particular month. Be careful of things that you don't really mean to say, that you actually say. Be careful of your tone. Also, be careful of um, what you post on social media. Some people here, you may need to take a social media detox. I did so myself. It wasn't really that hard, actually. It really wasn't. I just put my phone on do not disturb so I wouldn't get tempted by it. But it really wasn't that hard. And it was something that I absolutely needed to do. And then getting back on the phone, it was like, it felt weird. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be on this phone like this. So definitely a lot of you, just to avoid those mishaps, those technological mishaps, or making mistakes, sending in the wrong messages to people. One message was meant for probably somebody else, but then you sent it to somebody. To avoid that, just kind of minimize your time on social media. I'll say that. This also is going to be a month where you're testing your steps and you're testing your faith as well. Sometimes you can see the vision, but sometimes you don't really see what it is or how you're going to get there. um you're at point A, you can see point Z, but you can't see anything in between of how it's actually going to happen. So this month is all about faith. That was coming in really strong. Make sure that you are moving faith wise. That's the best way I could put it. The way the energy came in, it was like it was a lot. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just make sure you're moving by faith and not by logic. Um, a lot of times you can't really see what God has in store for you. You just know that you were created for some type of greatness. So in order for you to achieve that greatness, you kind of have to just move through your the things that you're dealing with. Right now, you may be dealing with a lot of stress where you just feel just really drained. You may be feeling really tired all the time. I'm also sensing that there's like some type of ongoing issue that won't stop, but you need to seek freedom within that. Sometimes you don't have to engage in those things. Sometimes you can dead it. Sometimes you are the one that can actually stop all that drama. Even though that you're included in the drama, even though that people may be pulling you into the drama, sometimes you can stop it. You don't have to go through like a loop of it. Like every day is something new. Every day we're talking about the same things over and over again, and there's no solutions getting resolved. So this is a solution based month as well. Um, I do see, I am feeling just right now the energy. There has been a lot of arguments or a lot of misinterpretations or miscommunications or missteps, if I'm saying it right. Also, find some type of strategy to move from those things as well, if I'm making sense, because it's coming in right now. So I don't really know if I'm making sense to somebody. So, and then also this month is going to be all about freedom as well. Number 5 represents freedom. So be free to be you and do whatever it is that's best for you. You don't really have to check in with anybody to see, oh, is this okay for me to do these things? Or I don't really want to do things wrong. You're not really doing things wrong. If it's not of your purpose, then it'll just be a learning lesson for you. It's not really that you're making wrong decisions or making the wrong steps. It's just be a learning lesson for you, if that's making sense. That just came in. I'm gonna have to replay this back because I don't know if I was making sense. All right, so that's the main energy. I went a little long on that, longer than expected. Okay, think billions. You are a Taurus. Happy birthday. Your birthday's in May, right? Let me know. And then I'm gonna drink some water and then we're gonna move on to life path number ones. I think I know it too. I don't think you ever told, you probably has told me your told me your birthday think billions, but mm, 16. Dang it, I hate when I do that. Look, I'm up there talking to y'all. Be talking to my dang on self. I was about to say 9, but then I felt like 16 and I didn't say it. But it's okay. It's all right. Let's go. So, life path number 1. Okay. So I'm just going to be reading from the paper today. Also, if you do need a personal reading, I will be doing personal readings in the month of May. So just keep checking the website. I'll be updating them weekly for different time slots. Okay. Just I'm going to be mixing my schedule around a little bit in May. So, life path number one, this is your energy for May 2023. There is a sense of determination for you this month. For the ones, you have had your mind in the right place. And as long as you have the right intentions on why you want to accomplish things or overcome things, everything you need will be given to you. So, don't ever feel like you don't have enough. Okay. Everything is, you have actually planted these seeds yourself. So everything that you felt like you need, all these investments that you've been doing, there's going to be a breakthrough in that. There is also a sense of sudden changes in your career. I said this last month. I told you that the rest of 2023 was going to feel a lot like work, and this month is your chance to implement those changes when it comes to your work and career and what you want to accomplish and what you want to push for when it comes towards career and work. You are thinking about, healing family things, different relationships if you are single, or even if you are in a relationship right now, mending those relationships. But what's coming up priority for you this month for the life path number ones is you're kind of pushing what can be a little difficult to the side, and you're addressing things that you can make a difference in, and that is your career, your finances, whatever it is you want to accomplish when it comes to monetary, physical reality. So there is some type of course that you have been thinking about, or like some type of extra training that you needed on your job. Definitely ask your manager for different training things. If you are a manager, ask to go to those different seminars that could help advance your career. Just don't stay stuck or stagnant in this particular month. This particular month is for you to move towards those work endeavors that you've always sought out for yourself. I feel like also with you doing that training or that course or that extra class of some sort that you've been thinking about doing, even if it's totally unrelated to the job, it can help you elevate in a company or add things to your business that will make you very versatile. Because ultimately, yes, you're in a career right now, yes, you are working a job, but when it comes to your different purposes, I feel like what you're doing right now is going to be the actual training you need. So let's say, for example, you work in for customer service, but ultimately you feel like your purpose is in need, or being that help person to people that are in need, or people that need healing. Then this customer service job is training you how to talk to people, how to relate to people, how to be there for someone else's needs. So instead of you looking at that job, because some of you don't really like your job like that, instead of you looking at your job that this is just something that I do for money, look at your job as this is something that I'm going to use to elevate my purpose, if that makes sense. So definitely do that particular, like I said, course or training or some type of higher learning so that you can get the knowledge that you need so that you will be able to break down or prioritize. I'll put it into as like enhance your craftsmanship. Also, for a lot of you that do not like your job, that is trying to look for different jobs, you're trying to blossom in another area in your life, even if it has something to do with the particular company that you're with right now, you also need to redo your resume as well. That was coming in very strongly. It's coming in really strong right now. You need to redo your resume, revamp it, retweak it. You can still use the same format, but you need to put in those extra words that may be beneficial to you. So, for example, um, if you if you clean up your house, you're really not just cleaning up your house because that's just your house. You're actually a home engineer. So you need to kind of like spruce up your words a little bit when it comes to your resume. Or if you have like a customer service job, put like a word in that makes it sound more than what it is so that you can get those particular things. And there's another message that's coming through as well. I do feel like there is going to be a breakthrough in the way that you think, in the way that you do things as well. A lot of things you're going to overcome and overshadow that as well. Like I said, you're going to change the way you think, change the way you do things. I'm seeing Legos right now. So you may build something up, but then you don't really like the shape or the form that you built it up. So you're going to like wipe it down and then you're going to start back over again. And once you do that, you can actually start back over quicker than you've ever imagined. That just came in. Like I said, when messages like come in and I'm like talking, I don't know if they're making sense or not. So just let me know in the comments if it's making sense. So that's the energy. So for the prediction for life path number one, I kept hearing suddenly, like I kept hearing the word suddenly. So something is expected to come to you unexpectedly. It may vary between persons, between people. It could be in the form of a job. It can be in the form of you haven't talked to someone in a long time and they just automatically hit you up, but it's going to be sudden. It's going to pretty much catch you off guard and you're going to try to figure out on what do you do. You're going to try to really use more of your logic in saying, okay, why is this going on, than just accepting what has happened or what is going to happen. Because like I said, this is a prediction. I also see that you need to work smarter and not harder. Allow God to work out all the hows, and you just focus on all the what's and do what you can. So anything that you can't really do, then you can allow God to handle that. So if you can't, if you're like, for example, if you're trying to fund a project, but you don't have the actual money to fund it, and you don't know where it's going to come from. So you know what, God, you got this. I trust you. And that is going to be within faith. What I can do now is implement the plan and go towards it. That's just for example. Also, there's like a seed that is going to be planted. I feel like you're going to have some type of new idea that's going to come to you, but that needs to be nurtured and grew. So once you get the seed or once you get this idea, make sure that you're nurturing and make sure that you're placing it in an environment that helps it grow. So sometimes you may have to keep it protected a little bit before you can actually say, you know what, I'm thinking about doing this. Or you know what, I think I want to move to this department. Like I said, do your research, nurture it and grow it first, and then go ahead and move towards that particular thing. Okay. Jasmine Woodson said, I assist with resume building if anyone in the village needs free help. Okay, there you go. Hit up Jasmine Woodson. I don't, well, you you got a channel. It's your name right there. So hit her up. She can help you resume. So let's move on to life path number twos. I'm just going to go straight through it, y'all, because I started kind of late today. All right, so life path number twos. Now, this is one of the numbers that I was having a little issues with. It wasn't that I couldn't channel the message. It was just that your energy was all over the place, that you got so much going on that I was trying to grab something out the air, but then it was like the thought kept slipping. Like as soon as I would grab a message, the thought kept slipping. So this particular month, you just need to breathe and calm down because that may just be just how your energy is. So life path number two, I will be doing readings in the month of May, spiritual path readings. So if you need some assistance or if you need a reading, you can definitely do so by going online. I'll be updating my readings weekly to, to have some type of, versatility with the times slots that I have available. So overall, rest assured that you will be a victor of your situation. So whatever situation that you're going through right now, because it feels like a current situation, you will be the victor in that situation. So look at this, look at it this way. When God created you, he did not set you up to fail. Anything that you need will always be right there for you, and you were not created to go without either. Evaluate and saying there isn't enough, because I feel like life path number 2, you always say that there isn't enough, or I don't have enough, or something's missing. When you say that, you contradict on the most powerful high God there is. You contradict who God is, pretty much, when you say things like that. Because if God is almighty and God is omnipresent, omnibenevolent, why would you say things like there isn't enough? Like, look at who your creator is. Your creator has everything, is the owner of everything. So if your creator is the owner of everything and your father is the owner of everything, why would you ever say something that like you don't have enough? So reevaluate that. Because when you say that God is good and God loves me, and you thank God every day for waking up for a wonderful day, and you're trying to be so positive, but in that same hour you say, I don't have enough, I'm hurting, I'm tired. That's kind of like blasphemy, honestly, because you're saying that God is good, but then you're saying your life is bad. That's kind of contradicting yourself. So be careful of those words, because what you're doing is you're flip-flopping and you're confusing really yourself. You're confusing your whole energy. You're confusing what you feel like God can do for you in your life. And you're not letting God to actually show up and show out for you, because you're already saying there ain't enough. All right. And then God gonna be like, okay, well, there's not gonna be enough then. God is gonna treat you accordingly of what you think and what you say. So you got to change that. In this particular month, you have to change the way you're thinking, and you have to change what you're saying to yourself, because you just got to be careful. And it does take, if you've been thinking about like that for 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years, it's not going to change. Your thinking is not going to actually absolutely change overnight, but you can work on it. You can study yourself on an everyday basis. Start recording yourself if you want to. Start actually press and play, like get like go old school on that thing. Or even if your phone storage can hold up that amount of time, like actually record yourself on a daily and hear yourself talk. You're gonna find a lot of things that you contradict yourself in. Don't do that this month. Like kind of like change that. mm, you are always gonna have everything you need, but you do need to change the way you think. I said that. Relax and make room for God to truly step in, so you can truly learn and understand that joy and happiness is your birthright. It's not something that you manifest. It's not anything that you just pray about and then God is just so good and he's going to give it to me. No, when you were born, when you were created, it's your birthright to be happy. It was not your birthright to struggle. Somewhere along the lines between childhood, teenage, I'm seeing for your particular life, like teenage years, it's like you was a happy child, like you always lived free. But then during your teenage years, I don't know who this boy is, but some boy, and probably this boy still act like that too to this day as an adult. They changed the way you thought, and then also because your family um did that thing as well. It was like instilled in you. It's coming in right now, so be careful of that. Like I said, joy and happiness is your birthright. So this month for your prediction, life path number 2, my personal prediction, there is an opportunity of advancement for you or another promotion. I always feel promotions for life path number 2. So you may just be just outshining honestly at your job, and you may be up for different promotions. Some of the promotions in the past you probably didn't even take. That's why another promotion is coming up. So I always feel promotion energy for life path number 2s. I do see that you are going to be in a spotlight all month as well. So it could be in your job, it could be in your family, but you're going to be in a spotlight. You're going to be singled out, and you're going to get the recognition that you have been seeking out to get. They're going to use you as like a prime example. Like prime example, we should build our company based on how this person acts towards our customers, or This is the primary example of what makes our company succeed is you filling your name. Okay, it's going to be something like that. I also see like MVP awards at work or any other area you are involved in. So you maybe get rewarded. You may be like employee of the month. You may be getting different, like I said, different promotions, or maybe up for a promotion. If you feel like right now that you are not up for a promotion, that no one is coming up to you for that, then you go towards them and speak your truth of you wanting that particular promotion, because they are looking at you to promote you. It's just that they don't know if you are comfortable in the job that you're in or do you want something else. So you're gonna have to speak your mind. That's what that Mercury energy is all about too. It's about talking, communication, um, really plan how you want to do things, weigh your options. Be sure to prioritize your rest this month too. Prioritize rest. I cannot say that enough. That came in so strong. Do not overwork or overextend yourself. If you have not rested, I'm not talking about sleep, rest. Like actually rest your mind. Prioritize that this month. Don't try to, like I said, overextend yourself. So if you have some free time, you tell someone, okay, well, I can help you out. I got a couple hours during this day. I can help you move. Like, don't really do that unless that person absolutely needs help and they don't have anybody else to depend on. Yeah, but then make sure that you get enough adequate rest once you get back home. Okay, but I actually do see that I'm feeling something with court. Now, court can mean anything because court can mean actually like the legal system. But then when I see court, it could be like a game or like a basketball court. It can be something like that. So take that how it resonates. That just came in real quick. So that's twos. Hey, Pepsi Cola. How are you? Hey, Tyra. Y'all checking in today. Thank you so much for being here. We'll move on to threes. I'm on three. That was twos. Let me drink some water. But okay. Okay, so let's move on to threes. You're lovely. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful place to be. All right, threes. um, threes, thank you guys so much. This is your May 2023 prediction. Also, for life path number 3, I will be doing spiritual path readings this month. So make sure you guys check out my website. I will be updating those things weekly to give you guys like different options and different time slots that you can schedule with me. All right, so overall life path number 3, I put that this is just your overall energy right now is getting to you that you are not satisfied where you are. Ooh, confirmation. Thank you. It's getting to you that you are not satisfied where you are. You overall do not like how things are going. And this month, you will be looking for another outlet or another outlook on how to make the major changes that you need to make in order for you to be satisfied with your life, at least satisfied. At this point, you're not even looking for like just true bliss and true happiness. You're just looking for some type of satisfaction. So you are working on that. You're reevaluating, you're changing up the situation a little bit so that you can um rebuild. And I feel like this is with spiritual matters and physical matters. So it is within your heart space. You're looking to overcome those things, and then you're looking to overcome your financial matters as well. But you're just in a place right now where you just it's weighing you down. It's getting on your nerves. So you are going to be looking for an outlet, or like I said, some type of outlook on how to make these major changes happen. You feel like May showers. So instead of April showers, May flowers, you feel like right now is May showers. So you feel like everything is just, like I said, just coming down on you. You feel like there's not really a bright day, because like I said, you have imagined your life to be so differently, and you're just fed up. You may have imagined your life at this particular age that you're at, that you was going to be somewhere or be something. You are still that something in that person. What I've learned in these particular situations, you can't put time frames on your vision, because a lot of times you'll see that vision, you'll see that big goal, you'll see that big dream, and you'll say, okay, by the time I'm 30, ABC is going to happen. But then God has a bigger dream for you, where you, by 30, you need to actually be training or being an intern or overcoming things. And then by 35, maybe, you can get those things. It works in God's time and not really yours. So that has been like a big thing for me, even to this day, that I have to keep constantly reminding myself that if you're going on a path of purpose, and you're going on a path of things that you know that God has shown you, the timing is not going to go by your timing. God gave you a vision. So then God just wants you to know, hey, this is where I want you. God never told you what time. Now, sometimes, not often, God does let you know, okay, you know what? I'll show you where you're going to be at 25 years old. And at 25, you are overtaking the world. But a lot of times, God doesn't do that. A lot of times, God just shows you you're going to overtake the world. God just tells you you're going to be this big household name. You're going to be doing this. You're going to be doing that. You're going to have this. You're going to have that. And don't give a time frame at all. Even, for example, I brought up my flower that's blossoming outside. That particular tree is really a tree now, but it was dead when I planted it. It completely was dead. Like, when I got it, of course it was alive, but then after time, because it was just sitting in like a bad environment, it was played with, it got eaten and everything like that, and it was completely dead. And people were telling me, just throw that one away because it's no life in it. But I didn't give up on it. I planted that tree, and when I planted it over a 2-year time frame, I mean, that thing is tall. That thing is like 7 foot tall. Well, it's probably not that tall. Actually, it might be about 7 feet. Sorry, y'all. But I planted it, but it couldn't. Okay, as soon as I planted that tree, it didn't just sprout up to 7 feet tall overnight. It took that process. It took that time. It took those changes to see where it wanted to actually shape and form. So with you trying to rush to that success, giving yourself that time frame on where you're going to be in the next 2-3 years, or even 2-3 weeks, you're setting yourself up for failure, really. Or not really failure, but you're setting yourself up, because what if that time frame doesn't happen? You're pretty much setting yourself up for depression. So in this particular month, reevaluate that, change that up a lot, and just understand that it's really not your timing, because it's really not your purpose, really. I mean, you want to do it because you love it, but you love it because God instilled that love for that particular thing in you. So it's really not your purpose when you really think about it. So don't put a time frame on it. That's just going moving forward. Just don't do that to yourself, because you'll end up giving up before you actually get there. So keep moving. Also, I do see that you are working out new plans this month on how to change your today so that you can ultimately change your future as well. So, you may be changing up your schedule a little bit by the way you wake up, what time you wake up, what you eat each and every day, what you choose to read, what you choose to associate yourself around. You're changing up a lot about how you do things, because you have noticed that how you are doing things is affecting what comes in the future. Like, you've kind of like jotted it down, you kind of like saw it, tracked it, I guess you could say. So let's say 6 months ago in November, yes, in November, you jotted down how you felt and what was going on and what happened of why you felt that way. But then this month it's still is happening that same way. So now you're gonna change. You know what? I think it's me. Now I'm gonna change it up. You are also being called this month to change how you are looking at your hardships as well that you are in. When things are not going your way, come up with a more creative plan to work things out. I also feel work issues as well. So you're having a lot of work issues. Two work issues have came up for a lot of the numbers, but you're going to work those things out. You may have recently got your hours cut, or you've had to or you've been trying to work like overtime, or you've had to do like mandatory overtime, and then you've been trying to like just hold up everything for your life. I also had a vision of fruit being at the top of the branches of a tree, and you cannot reach it, but you can. You just need to come up with a strategy on how to get the fruit. And fruit meaning abundance, what you can actually feed off of, what you can actually grow off from off of. So let me go back because the vision is coming back now. So it's like this one particular big like golden fruit is on at the top of the tree, and you're just standing at the bottom just looking up at it. And instead of you saying, no, that's too high, I can't reach that, you're coming up with different strategies on how to climb up on the barks and the branches to even get there, instead of you looking at it as it's too high up. If y'all can get what I'm saying, threes. So just be aware of that, okay? Nothing is too big for you. Like I was telling twos, like God didn't create you to fail. I don't know what the world trying to teach us, but God did not create us to fail. So you need to understand that as well. So there's always a way to get towards that prize, that trophy, that golden fruit. So the prediction for life path number threes, I saw drizzles of rain, um, and then the ground still being completely dry. So you feel like you need more rain. It could be money, it could be resources, whatever it is you're needing. You're like really feeling like a drought. So it's like as soon as it rains, so let's say for example you get blessed this month with some money. As soon as you get it, it dries back up. So it may not be enough that you were expecting, or it may not be the amount that you really hope for. And you just fed up with that. That's gonna be your whole energy for this particular month. Like I said, it can be changed. It's not a bad month for threes, but it's just a month like every time I come up with a plan, and every time I do come up with these things, they dry up and they don't really necessarily work. Or I had these opportunities, I got the money for the opportunities, I got the resources that I needed for the opportunities, but as soon as I got it, I had to pay bills, or I had to pay catch up, or I had to do this, I had to do that. And things are coming up and I want to do something for myself. I hadn't did nothing for myself in a long time. So it's just really getting to you. Expect an outpour by the end of the month, or by June. You'll be getting that outpour. So trying to think how I can put this, because I don't want to put it to where it's it's giving like high hope. I don't really know how to put this vision that I'm getting, but it's like expect growth. I'll just put it like that. Expect growth by the end of this month to June. Like something's gonna be added to that lack. So let's say, okay, it's drizzling, but it dries out. I see like another source of water coming in and making that feel wet. If that's making sense, I can't explain it. I'll say just expect growth by the end of this month. So if you are feeling very drained, very down for the month of May, by the end of this month, your whole energy is going to turn around. Definitely in June, it's just going to completely turn around. I don't even know what's going. I haven't even channeled the messages yet, of course, for June, but I feel like for threes, it's going to completely turn around by June. And that's threes. So let's get to. It's kind of long. Sorry, I'm gonna try to stop, not talk as much. Let's get to fours. Okay, life path number four. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to your May 2023 prediction. This month I will be doing spiritual path readings. So if you do, or if you are looking for any services with me, Just make sure that you check out my website. I will be updating my schedule weekly. Okay. So overall for life path number 4, okay, this was that good one. Okay, hold on, y'all. So for life path number 4, I kept hearing to be or not to be. That is the question that Hamlet. So, and I could not figure out, I was like, why am I getting this? Like, what you mean to be or not to be? So what I did was I read the whole play or that scene, okay, whatever it is. Read the scene. And what Hamlet was saying in that particular scene, he was implying pretty much to live or not to live. Is it really best for me to live and pretty much live with this full of pain, or is it worth more dying because when I transition I won't be feeling this anymore? So what I got from this was a lot of doubt and uncertainty has entered your mind. um it has really came down on you or how you should take some type of action, or should you remain inactive? And this month is going to challenge you with that, to where, okay, are you going to move or are you not going to move? Are you going to change or are you not going to change? It doesn't mean a literal death. But when I see death, what I interpret it as is changes. So are you just gonna, or even just, are you gonna give up on yourself, or are you gonna continue to go? Because I feel like life path number 4, some master number 22s may be here too. You have been going through it. It has been, it's like, now the vision that I'm getting is like, you're in this like glass jar of some sort. I'm gonna call it a jar. You're in this glass jar and it's like this much of air. You're in this glass jar and it's like this much of air in it, and it's like you keep sinking, and then you'll get enough energy to swim back up to the top, and then get like a little bit of air or a little bit of breath, and then you can't swim anymore, so you sink back down. So you've been going through it a lot within these past few months. I'm seeing the month of October, so it could be like October, November ish. Something happened back then. I even say December and January for some of you too. Something happened back then where it was like threw you for a loop. So you was able to breathe for a little bit, but now you can't. Like you just going like up and down, like through the motions, really. And you're just saying like, look, should I just continue to stay here in this particular doubt, hurt, pain, or should I continue to move forward, even if it's going to take me a long time to move forward? Should I just still go ahead and move forward, or should I just, just give up and just say F it, because I'm just done with everything and everybody in my life, because they just have not been here for me. They have not. Life just ain't been going good. So it's like a, should you pause, should you move? With this month being a 5, you should definitely take action and be strategic on your actions. Don't be all over the place being indecisive or flighty. This is also a metaphor not to be, and this is also a metaphor not to be taken, like I said, literal. Because I think when people hear the word death, they just automatically think, oh my God, somebody's gonna, like, that's not it. Death speaks of endings, one thing, but remember, death is only the mere beginning to something else. So that is the choice that you have this month. You're going to be stuck with a lot of choices. The 5 energy can bring in a lot of choices because you're in like the fork in the road of your life, and you're just trying to say, see, should you go left or should you go right? Should you go up or should you go down? Should you stop or should you go? That's going to be the questions that's going to come up. But I like that one because, like I said, when it kept coming up, like the to be or to not to be, I'm like, why am I hearing it? I had forgot which one it was. I forgot which play it was. So I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, that is Hamlet. And it went perfectly of how I was feeling as well. So I like that channel message for you guys. So the advice that I can give, because I'm being told to give some type of advice. I just feel like life always throws things at you sometimes. And especially if you are not, it's not that you're making wrong decisions, but if you're not making the right steps towards your purpose, then God steps in to change the trajectory or change the way that you're doing things. It's not that these are bad things that are happening. You should actually look at these things and being good things of happening because, like I said, it's going to lead you down your path or it's going to continue to lead you on your path of wherever you're going to go. So, um, don't stress about things that has been happening or things that keeps coming up or regurgitating, making you ill, making you sick, making you just feel like another dagger is in your back. So I just feel like these are learning lessons. My advice is to continue to look at oh, okay, that's why it was a jar. To continue to look at that jar as being half full and just trying to find a way out of the jar. Because you may think that you're in a situation where you may think that it's a lid on the jar, but the lid is really not tightly on the jar. So if you can just climb up just a little bit more to the top and then just get out of it and then just slide the lid over, you can get out of those situations that you're in. You're never stuck and tied down into something that you can't get out of. If you also feel like there's no way out, mm-mm, there's always a way out in a situation, even if it has something to do with uh, some type of connection or relationship. There's always a way of getting out of those things. You just can't. I'll say because the way it's coming out, you feel like you're gonna be judged in those situations where you there is no way of. I don't really know how to explain it. You feel like you're with somebody just because that's the right thing to do. If you are with somebody, or even if it's a job, so just be careful of those things. Okay, there's always a way out. Don't give up on yourself, is what I want to say. So the personal prediction that I got for I mean, sorry, I say master number 22. So master number 22 is here. But the prediction I got for life path number 4 is I heard your circle is changing. So it's something along the lines of the actual people that you are around or how you constantly do things. Because, circles just are never ending. So it's how you're constantly doing things. Those are changing the way you're doing things. Let me put it to you like that because the vision is coming in again. But the vision I was getting, like the circle kept doing like this, but it did like something like that. It was weird. Like I said, the channeling came up weird this particular month. Remember also in this particular month, even if you feel down, don't isolate yourself because or don't even isolate yourself because you feel better than somebody too. I feel like you may be isolating yourself because people aren't understanding the true meaning of life. So you're like, oh my God, these peasants, they're just not understanding anything. It's kind of like that. That's the energy that's coming up. You may not say exactly that, but that's the energy that's coming up. Like, I'm above this. I know everything. No, you don't. So don't isolate yourself based on what somebody else does not know. Remain humble this month. You also feel like your surroundings are not evolving, and it's okay to want to make a change in your circle and in your environment, but don't put judgment on anybody else just because you may be doing things better than them. I have to put better in quotations. And also with these particular people, when it comes to your circle, like if it is like people, remember that everyone blooms at different times. I don't know why my rose bush or tree keeps coming up, but even on the bush right now or tree right now, it's like it's so many roses that are on there, but only maybe like 8 of them has bloomed. And the other 12 that's on there or 20, however many is on there, hasn't bloomed. Everything has a time where it blooms. So don't isolate yourself based on people not blooming at the same time that you bloom. Also, it is okay to change your environment if people are mistreating you. If they are absolutely mistreating you, downing you, trying to tell you that you're not good enough, or trying to tell you that you are stupid or just being abusive, then yes, of course, definitely leave those situations. I'm not telling you not to leave those situations, but if these people are just ignorant to the things that you know, don't separate yourself from those people for this particular month, because you and this person is going to need each other. And I think that's it. The main message, like I said, was for that overall message. Like, don't, I feel like don't give up on yourself by you just having just uncertainty and doubts. Cheer up a little bit. I feel like by the end of this month, though, because I just got the feeling now, by the end of this month, it is going to get better for you as well. So just be aware, be on the lookout. All right, let's move on to fives. All right, life path number five. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to your May 2023 prediction. I will be doing personal readings for this month. So if you are requiring any services from me, just check me out online and I will be updating my schedule weekly. So overall, fives. I heard the word finally, like a sigh of relief, a deep breath. Like if you feel like you've been suffocating, I feel like now you are being able to breathe this particular month. You are letting the old times of hurt and pain not hold you back or not affect you. This is honestly your best healing month as well, ever, that you've ever had. You're understanding that the past is the past and now you choose to release it. You are very hopeful for the future and it is looking bright for you. I also wrote, or this is what is needed in order for you to invite what you want in your life or even go towards. So, this is an opportunity where you kind of like sit back and just listen. You don't have to always defend yourself, like, kind of look to see how other people do things. If you aren't in that healing energy yet, but you do strive to be. So, move towards that. I felt dusty as well. Like I felt like it was like dust on my hands as I was channeling your message. So you may felt like your name or just your overall life has been dragged through the mud or dragged through the dirt, or you're getting like old or outdated. I was trying to pick up what I was really feeling. I was feeling a few energies. So I feel like for some of you, your name has been dragged through the mud. You've been backstabbed. You've been ridiculed. You've been misunderstood. And then for others of you, you just feel like you haven't been really doing anything. You feel like you've been put in some type of attic and hid out. You don't really feel yourself. You don't really feel like you've outshined. I'm feeling I'm seeing a high school, so you may have felt like you've peaked in high school, or you've already peaked your top level of whatever your life is at, and there's no more growth for you. So you feel like real dusty. You feel like really untidy or unclean. So with that particular feeling, I heard that your name will be cleared, or you will cleanse yourself and you will continue to move forward. You will discover that there is no stopping you. There's always something better and something bigger for you to actually do and actually understand, or to actually just grow from, not go from, but grow from. Um, there's also was an energy where, like I said, it's like an unclean energy. So, for example, my mom in my personal life, she's always told me that my granddad used to always say like cars run better when they're clean. Like have like y'all just try it. Like if your car is like really dusty, if you haven't washed it in a while, go and wash your car and see how your car will run. Your car will run like a brand new car when you're cleaning it. So that's what you need to do as well. You need to do that for your own personal life. You may have to cleanse yourself a little bit. And cleansing means, I feel like this is just overall prayer. You don't really have to light any candles or take like salt baths. I mean, you can do those things if that's the way you cleanse, but I feel like this needs to be more of a spiritual cleanse. So, like I said, you can speak out to God how you really feel, what you're holding on to, and then listen for God to respond to actually give you the understanding that you need if there is something that you're missing in your situation. So, four or fives, the prediction that I got for you guys is a conversation is going to come into you to clear the air. In order for you to have this conversation, in order for this conversation to be successful, you have to listen. That is a big part of communication. Effective communication is listening. You can't always try to defend yourself, or you're just talking just in order to be understood or be heard, but you also have to understand that that person has a position as well. So in order for this conversation to be effective and to be clear when it does come in, you got to listen. Like sometimes if that person says something to you that triggers you, calm down, take a deep breath, and let that person finish before you can speak into what how you feel. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I hate when my computer do that. So I definitely see that. Also, I feel like it was like a blame game as well with you and this particular person that you're gonna have a conversation with. So put your pride aside and that blame game, that finger, put that finger up and work out things that you can move forward from. Oh, I also heard loudly at the end of the day. So that may be like take that how it resonates. That may be a constant phrase that you use, like saying, like, at the end of the day, you did this, and that's why I did this. Like, I don't care why you did this, but at the end of the day, I responded and I reacted because how you responded to me, or how you did things to me. I kept hearing at the end of the day. So that could also mean you're maybe about to go to sleep, and as soon as you're about to close your eyes, then boom, that person comes to you to communicate. But it was something about at the end of the day. So just take that how it's going to resonate with you. Again, this is a prediction, and that's fives. And then we can go ahead and move on to sixes because I'm gonna just speed this up a little bit. Oh, hey T Jelly, how are you? Nice to see you as well. Haven't seen y'all in a while. I hope you are doing good. How are you? Let me know how you doing in the chat. I'm gonna move on to sixes and then we'll read. I mean, I'll read it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So, life path number six. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning into your May 2023 prediction. In the month of May, I will be doing spiritual path readings. So if you are in need of services, I will have those slots open, and I will update my schedule weekly. Okay. So just keep on lookout on that. Overall, life path number six, in the month of May, your movement this month needs to be slow and steady. Let me repeat that. Your movements this month needs to be slow and steady. And even though these ideas or thoughts are very good, you don't want to jump immediately or immaturely, I should say, on this. I'm not saying not to do anything, but what I am saying is plan properly before taking action. Sorry. I keep hearing action plans. So I also feel that maybe you need to just start making action plans. Like it's been a thought in your head, but you haven't really been thinking of how you're going to implement these things, how you're going to have a foundation for these things. Also, I feel this is going to be a more peaceful month for you. So if you have been going back and forth with something or someone, I feel a resolve because it's getting just tiresome. You may be the person that is going to initiate this resolve because you're over it, you're done fighting and you're done fussing. This person isn't though, but you are. And you're putting a halt and you're putting a stop to it because you want things to be a little bit lighter for you. You have a lot of things that you want to focus on, and a lot of things that you want to build up. But with you having to always temper yourself during this time of chaos, it throws you off a little bit. So you're like, look, I don't got time for all this drama and all this BS. We've been arguing about the same thing over and over again. I'm done with it. And you're taking the necessary steps and the necessary focus that you need to take in order for you to get away from the drama and build up, like I said, like it's some type of foundation or protection over your life. I also see for life path number six is this is just coming in intuitively right now. I do also see that you are going to move this month, or you're going to be implementing those plans to move to find a new place to stay. Some of you may want to move state to state. I would say wait on that a little bit. Like I said, don't allow it to be immaturely. Don't say, you know what, I'm getting tired of this particular area that I'm in. I'm just gonna move far out, and then you just pack up everything and go. You want to actually implement a planned, for sure plan on how to move. Okay, like I said, it could be a physical move, or just it could be just how you do things, how you talk to. You may be yelling and screaming, but this month, like I said, you're out of energy, so you're not doing that either. So you're changing up a lot of things. Where was I? Okay, I also saw a promise of some sort as well. So look out for that. You may begin proposed to. I kept seeing someone getting down on their knees. So that could be literal, or it could be some type of proposal. You could actually be getting a proposal out there, or implementing or putting your proposal out there, the things that you have been writing down and implementing. Um, but then I also feel like this the down on the knees was also like pleading their case or asking for forgiveness. But like I said, take that how it resonates. It was coming in for when I was seeing that. um I was seeing it from all angles. So at one angle it was looking like an actual marriage proposal that you're getting engaged to. On another angle it was looking like you're giving your idea to somebody, and on another end it looked like begging and pleading. So take that how it resonates, how it's going to resonate for you this month. Again, this is a prediction. I see this month that you need to rest well too. So also take in consideration, what are you consuming? What are you feeding your mind, your body, and your soul? Um, I heard house and I saw sorting. So as I heard house, I saw like sorting. So you may be overdue for a spring cleaning. So sort out your home, your closet, anything in your space that you no longer need anymore, so that you can organize and clean your space as well. That also maybe, I feel like your physical environment really takes a toll on here, your mental and your emotional environment. If you have a lot of clutter in your closet, really is to tell you what's going on in your mind. If you got a lot going on in your closet, and it's some things that you need to let go and release, let go and release those things, and watch within days time, I'll say like 2 days time, how your mind will start feeling clearer. So if you have old shoes, old clothes, old bags that you need to definitely throw away those things. You don't need them. You still got price tags on stuff that you really can't even wear no more. You have price tag on stuff that are out of style, and you are always in style, so why would you even keep those things? You're not gonna wear that shirt. You are the person that likes to shop. So if you see something and like, oh, it's cute, but you really don't use it. So you got a lot of items in your closet too. So definitely do some type of spring cleaning in this particular month. So that's the overall energy. For my personal prediction, what I see for life path number six, you are close to a situation, or sorry, you are too close to a situation, and you need to take a step back. You can't see the solution because you are too close to the problem. Let me repeat that. You can't see the solution because you're too close to the problem. If you are face to face with the problem, it gets blurry. Like, let's say this is the problem. You're like this. You can't see what's right there, but you got to take a step back for your vision so that your vision can focus in, so that you can see, you know what, I know how to handle this. So you may need to kind of push back from a lot of things and a lot of people this particular month, because you're too close to what is traumatic for you. So push back, and then you can be able to organize and prioritize on how to resolve those particular solutions and those particular things. You also feel all over the place this month as well. So there needs to be some type of order to be done into your life. Only handle one thing at a time. So don't try to put like too much on. Don't try to like I'm seeing biting. So don't try to bite on more than you can chew. Just be really cautious about um, what you're carrying. Okay. Because some of these problems that, or some of these issues, or this drama that you may be going through may not even be yours. You're just trying to help out someone else to prioritize their drama when you got work to do. Like, how you going to help out somebody else and you got work to do? That's just like you helping somebody out to complete their test, but you haven't even read the first question yet on your own test. How you going to do that? Complete, or better yet, thank you so much for giving me that. In a plane, like, I mean, it's coming out like that. In a plane crash, you putting on somebody else's mask before you can put on your own. Don't do that this month. You need to kind of prioritize yourself. Okay. So that is for sixes. And then let's move on to sevens. All right. So thank you so much, Life Path number 7, for tuning in to your May 2023 prediction. I will be doing spiritual path readings in the month of May. So be sure to check out my website if you are needing any services for me, and I will be updating my readings weekly. So life path number 7's your energy was another energy that was very confusing. Okay. I had to take my time with you guys. I did notice and I did figure out that it is two different particular energies. So just be patient with me as I continue to as I'm reading this, okay? So overall for life path number 7, I kept hearing that's not fair. So you may feel like you are not getting spiritually rewarded, but only more lessons. The other energy is a truth will be revealed. So you may be the person that is hiding, but everything is going to be laid on the table for you. So I'm going to start off with the first energy. Okay. So with that energy of that's not fair. You feel like your intuition is letting you down. You feel like you are following your intuition and you're listening to what your intuition is telling you, but it seems like whenever you do those things, you feel like things get worse before they can actually get better. Give me a few moments, you guys. Hold on for one minute. You guys go upstairs. Okay. Okay, let me start back. Um for the first energy I was feeling, you feel like your intuition is letting you down. You feel like you are following your intuition, but it seems like when you do, things get worse. And now you don't know what to do. So, for this particular energy, I'm gonna be honest. Like a lot of times, because we are in a area or a phase in life where spirituality is becoming a fad and is becoming a trend. And a lot of times when you are listening to what other people tell you what spirituality is, it throws you off on what spirituality actually is. Spirituality is not anything magical. Like this is natural things that we normally have. Like we were gifted with this. We were gifted. Everybody was gifted with the intuition, like walkie-talkie to God. Like everybody was gifted with that. But because you are spending a lot of time listening to other people, you are disconnecting from your own intuition. So it's kind of like The things that you're hearing in your mind, that's not really your intuition. That's just a replay of what someone else has told you. Does that make sense? So, in order for you to really tap in to your intuition, you need to pull yourself back from everybody this particular month, just for 30 days. Just do it. Like, and cleanse yourself, whatever you need to do, eat clean, go on a water fast if you can, and just connect with God truly. Because, like I said, the word spirituality and the word intuition is getting thrown around like it's a toy, like it's a plaything. And these are things that we just naturally have just within us. And I feel like there is a life path number 7 that resonates with this, and you're not really understanding that that's what you're doing. So you may be a person that gets a lot of readings from different people that says that they're spiritualists. I can't even really, I'm gonna stick it to that. I'm gonna say I said what I said. Um, but you're not really checking in with yourself. You're asking other people, okay, what do you see from my life? And you're not really checking in with yourself to see what's going to be best for you. You're not asking yourself, you're asking other people. And because they hit on something that is very particular, you take the whole message and just run with it, not really even realizing that you really doing that. So just be really careful of what you listening to this particular month. Listen to more of yourself. This is one of the energies where you definitely need to detox from social media, from everything. Even really after you hear this message, don't even, I wouldn't even look at my videos. See, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the 100% truth. If I'm telling you not to look at nobody, I don't expect you to come here. I'm trying to get you more in tune with your own God energy. That's my purpose. My purpose isn't to get these views and get these followers on here. I'm just giving you the message that I was told to give you. So I am gonna tell you, nah, I wouldn't even look at my videos. That's how I was coming in. So do that. Also, I feel like for this particular energy of life path number 7, you need to truly pray from the heart. I think that you're praying for things and you're not praying for God to move things, if that makes sense. So you need to start praying for God to move, not just pray for the actual thing. Because with you praying for the actual thing, it kind of shows God that you really don't truly know who God really is. Like when you pray for like food and gas in your car and another place to stay, things like that, like those things are automatically supposed to be added to your life. Automatically. You're not really supposed to be praying for those things. You're automatically supposed to be expecting those things. You expect it. Look, I know, God, that I'm in love with you. I know that you love me and you created me for a purpose. So you're going to provide me with everything I need. Thank you. God, know you need food. You don't have to pray for stuff like that. God, know you need that job. You really don't have to pray for stuff like that. You just need to put your application in. You just need to actually do the actual work. God's going to set you up with everything that you need. So do that for this particular month. Now, second energy for life path number 7. It seems like you are hiding your truth and it is weighing on you. There is also a person who is hiding from you too, and you are maybe weighing them down equally. So it's not just this person is weighing you down and you not weighing them down too. You both are weighing each other down. And it's like you're hiding it from each other, and you don't really know how to express it. You don't. It comes up like you don't really want to hurt this person's feelings, but they don't. The same as that way you feel about this person is the same as that way they feel about you. It was literally a mirror image. So I saw the name Sierra, so that may actually be your name, That may be the person that you're dealing with name, but what I interpreted Sierra, if that doesn't, absolutely, resonate with you like that, what I took Sierra is meaning is that it's translated as truth being in plain sight. Also, it could mean like I was thinking of Sierra, like the mountain ranges, like the jagged mountain ranges. So you may also be thinking or be feeling like you're constantly going through hard times and you can't really overcome different things because it's too jagged, it's too sharp for you, it's too rugged for you. So there will be a lot of peace within that in this particular month, but take that, Sierra, like I said, how it resonates. I feel like the truth that you are searching for, or the truth that you're searching for, even if this does have to do with a particular person, is right there in plain sight. Like if you are wanting to ask about, is my boyfriend cheating on me, is my girlfriend, messing with the homie or something like that, anything, it's right there. It's not like blinding you. It's kind of like you trying to look for your keys, but your keys right there. It's literally right. It's right there. Okay, you don't have to overthink that. And for the second energy, that's all I got. Nothing else is coming up right now. So I just feel like in this particular month, um, just living your truth, just explain your truth, just live your truth, do whatever it is that it is you need to do to make you happy. And then also, like I said, a lot of hard, you're gonna be overcoming a lot of hard times too in this particular month. And that's for sevens. That's what I got for seven. So your energies was coming up really strong and really confusing. So the prediction, actually, life path number seven, I didn't have a prediction for you. It was nothing that was coming out, and I wasn't trying to force it either. But I did hear set the goal. So you may be having like different ideas in your mind, but you haven't really set the goal. Kind of like how life path number sixes was, but I heard that loud and clear this morning when I woke up, set the goal, and I saw life path number seven. So I heard that. Also, you are not judged. Life path number seven, you may feel like you're being judged in a way of how you're doing things, how it that came out too. So take that how it resonates. I feel like no errors are being made as well. So you may be feeling like you're being judged because errors have been made. You're not being judged at all. And then also I was hearing like a lot of R&B songs. I was trying to figure out what this particular artist name was. It's a lady, but it was like old like 90s like R&B that kept coming up. You may have been listening to more R&B songs lately than you ever have been before. And for whatever reason, I kept hearing Anita Baker. I kept hearing her name, but it was another artist. I can't even really like say the tune because it was going like in and out. I couldn't really hear it like that. So I feel like you will be listening to a lot of R&B, or you have been listening to a lot of R&B lately. So hmm. And that's for sevens. That's what I got for seven. All right. Oh, look, I've just been skipping over. Nice to see you too, T Jelly. Hey, Student Alchemy, how are you? Hey, Gandhi Love, how are y'all doing? I'm on eights. Let's get it started on eights. Let me drink some more water. Oh, you came just in time. All right. Oh, excuse me. All right. Life path number eight. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry. I was about to get right on into it. Life path number eight. Um, thank you guys so much for tuning into your May 2023 prediction. Also, I will be doing spiritual path readings in the month of May. So if you are in need of my services, you guys can go to my website and I will be updating my schedule weekly, okay, for my services. So, life path number 8, overall, I kept hearing a sense of direction. You are feeling lost, or you may be wondering on what to choose and where to go. You also feel that there is an absolute standstill in your life, and you know that in order to make something happen, you have to keep moving, or you should know that. I also felt another energy while I was reading that. I feel like for life path number 8 as well, overall in the month of May, you are going to change your outlook on what you look at success as. I do feel like that it is a lot of opportunities, and it is a lot of success that is going to be paid back to you. So this may be an overall energy of you're being owed something. Like I don't know why I just seen the word pension, but I do see that you're going to be getting like some type of raise. I'll put pension as raise. So just definitely, you know, be aware of that's going to happen, that's going to come into your life. But going back to this absolute standstill energy, I do feel like you are going to have a decision at hand this month that will change your trajectory of your life. There is um no one who knows the best route, only you know. So really be aware of not really taking advice too much from too many different people this month. Kind of, go with your heart, go with how you want to move. You may actually do both things at the same time. That's going to be very beneficial for your overall life. Also, there is a choice between two. Okay, I think I just said that. But it's like complete opposites. Like the two choices that you are going to have this particular month is going to be like two completely different offers. But like I said, because they're two completely different offers, you may be able to do both of them because they're really not going to intertwine with each other. It's just going to require you to have more time to effectively do these particular two things. Like I said, your energy is going to be all over the place this month, but in a good way. Like I said, in a most successful, positive way. Also, I feel like there is some type of purchase or a gift. So you may actually be doing this purchase, or you may be like purchasing something and giving it to someone. Choose the one that makes the most sense. If you are having some type of choice or some type of going back and forth of, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know which gift I want to give, choose the one that makes the most sense. And when I'm saying sense, I'm seeing sense, but then I'm seeing sense, like money sense. Uh-uh. I wrote down too. I don't know why I wrote this. I said, I apologize. The answer was coming in very general. Oh, okay. My answer to the thing. Okay. Yeah. So sense. I love when I do that. But yeah, it was coming in very general so that you can make your decision. So the one that makes the most sense or sense. Both has to go together. Um I also see that there's some form of karma that's coming into, like really good karma from all directions. So good karma in your finances, um, well, I'll say the four: physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. You're gonna get good karma in that. So this is gonna be a really good month for the eights. I feel like 8 and 5 energy really mix well because they're ever going. Like I said, that 8 energy is constantly in rotation, and the 5 energy is full of freedom and it wants to move and it wants to travel. So numerologically, this is going to be a very good month for you, and then just based on what I was picking up as well. Okay, so congratulations, eights. I like that energy. So for my personal prediction, I see that you are trying to make a lot of changes in your current situation or your overall environment. Start sharing those changes. So any changes that you are really wanting to implement, like I said, different moves that you want to make. You've been thinking about these moves for a while. They're like uh being done that, being thought of that type energy. Go ahead and start sharing those changes that you want to make, even if it has something to do with the particular job that you're in. There's been a lot of changes at your job as well, or there will be a lot of changes at your job. So, if your boss, or if you are the boss and you're implementing changes, okay, let me go back. If you are the boss, like if you are a manager, CEO of a particular company, then share your ideas with upper management to implement these good changes. If you are the employee or even just the team and your boss is telling you about these changes, implement and share your ideas of how things could get better if it has something to do with the job. Anybody that shares you any idea about changes, let's put it like this, anybody that shares any ideas about changes, you implement on how that can be better, if that makes sense. So I also feel this month great success or an answer to a resolution of an ongoing problem will be resolved as well. So this would be a good month, and good changes is going to be in effect this particular month. So that's eights. So eights were pretty simple, pretty solid. Hey Natalie, how are you? You said one more to go, no matter what number you're on. The knowledge is priceless. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Gandhi Love, you said, oh, you're okay, okay. So that's what I was seeing with pension. I'm like, what is that? Okay, cool. So yeah, that's gonna be given to you. If you haven't been getting it, if you haven't been getting it. GM, hey, how are you? Okay. Wait, GM, you said I'm so happy. Okay, that's good. Hi, how are you? Shooting for her. Okay, yeah. So even if it's not the even Gandhi, if it's not the full 100%, it's gonna be more than that 60. So it's gonna be like over time. They're gonna like evaluate that, and then yeah, you're gonna get it. So that's what I see for eights. So let's move on to nines. Okay. Let's see. Oh wait, let me read Pensacola before I go. I'm an A and was just given an opportunity to start a franchise with in my current company. I should be receiving my essence worldwide. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm glad it was on point for y'all. Good. Cool. Okay, so nines. I'm sorry, nines. All right, life path number nine. Thank you guys so much for tuning into your May 2023 prediction. I also will be doing spiritual path readings for the month of May. So if you are in need of services, just make sure you check out my website. I will be updating my services weekly. All right, so life path number nine. Your energy was a little weird too, but overall the energy was so strong that I really got dizzy. But it felt like I was moving full speed in one direction, and then I spun out of control. So I feel that this is going to be a month that's going to bring you a lot of changes as well in your life, where you are going to start doing things completely differently, voluntary or involuntarily. Aha, or what did I say? I'm sorry, a lot. A lot of times, a lot of things have happened in your life, or a lot of things are going to be happening in your life. What I get from that is that so you're going full speed in one direction, right? So all of a sudden something comes out at you and startles you, and you're having to like change at the last minute. So the way that you have been doing things constantly over and over again, it looks like that those things are going to be changed, completely changed. Um, it is going to be very fortunate for you because I feel like you may not have known that you was doing these things either. Like I was saying with life path number 7, you may have a 7 in your chart somewhere, but it's going to be better for you. Let me just put it to you like that. Also, if it is something that is going to be like completely out of your control, then this is something that is going to be healed, and this is something that you just honestly just need to roll with what's going on right now. Like everybody, life gives ups and downs. It's like I say, it's not like a down where you are just going to be feeling like overall like just fed up, just depressed. It's just going to be like an energy of, okay, I'm going here. Okay, I'm going back up. I'm going here. It feels like a roller coaster, honestly. So your energy in this particular month is going to give you a lot of different things. It's going to give you a lot of different changes in your life as well. The only way, what I say? Oh, okay, okay, I see. Okay, so I wrote that I was to tell you the story of Joseph and his brothers. Joseph in the Bible when Joseph was sold into slavery by his brothers. Like you would think that that is the most traumatic thing that could ever happen. But in the long run, God allowed that bad thing to happen because if Joseph have never went to Egypt and became second in command, then he wouldn't have been able to interpret Pharaoh's dream so that the land can be fed throughout the drought season, throughout famine. So he had to be sold into slavery in order for that purpose to happen. You get what I'm saying? So these things that have been happening for you or been happening to you, they're not to really be bad. They're really to set you up to a position in your life further down the line that you're not going to even really be able to see right now that is going to allow you to be successful. Always think of that. Always think of your situations like that. I honestly feel like if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. I live by that. Like things that don't kill you, it make you stronger. It's a purpose behind it. It's a reason why it's behind, and it's gonna put you to the top. It's going to always be a secret motive behind what has happened in through your chapters and in through your life. And everything comes with different chapters and different hours in your life as well. So you'll be good. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. It will only be a bad thing if you reject it. So if you sit up here and say, "Oh my God, this thing has happened so bad. These things are always happening bad, and I'm just gonna accept that challenge and just give up," then that's the only way it's gonna be bad. It's how you look at the situation and how you handle the situation that determines the outcome of what you're gonna get out of it. Um, so don't look at this change as far as why me. Like I said, look at the bigger picture of the reason of behind of what's going on. Like allow yourself to be used by God, pretty much, because you never know what the future has in store for you. So, prediction for nines. I see a time thief, like a literal stealing of time. This month, do not waste your time on things that does not matter. You may be wasting your time and wasting your energy on things that honestly, really, if you really look at it, is does it serve a purpose for your life? You stressing about this man or this woman that's mistreating you, really take it a step back and really evaluate, does this really even matter that I'm stressing about this? Like, is it gonna matter a few years from now when I heal from it? If the answer is no, don't even waste your time on doing it, because what you're doing is you're stealing your precious time that you can be using on your purpose, and you're using it on your pain. Also, there is going to be like a strong like shift or like some type of strong wind that is going to come in to try to knock you off. Stand strong in that too. I think I kind of went over that in the overall energy, but it just came in again. So stand strong in that. Also, and this does mean things like gossip, worry, hurt, TV, phone, even people. Just use your time wisely this month. Focus on your purpose and what you were really called to do. You weren't really called to just look at that movie on TV. Like, do you feel like it's a purpose of looking at that movie on TV? Sometimes it is, because sometimes you do get good information from certain movies. But if it's like a non-purposeful movie where you can't really get anything out of it, then don't watch it. So just use your time wisely this month. And that's what I got. That's all I had for nines. Nines was pretty straight to the point, short, simple. Yes, GM. It's live, so it'll always be here. You said your head has been hurting lately. Okay, the dizziness. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got real dizzy. I'm like, well, I felt like I was about to fall over and I was sitting down. So yeah, it's like be make sure that if you are still here for the nines, and if you have been having like headaches or you've been feeling dizzy lately, you've been feeling really fatigued, make sure you're getting your rest. Like, don't move too much. Because even though five is all about constant motion and constant movement, you want to move to where you're not just all over the place where you're getting dizzy. You want to be kind of controlled with that, with with your emotions. You said besides the energy coming in to throw me off, I relate. My crown is tingling. Try to be coming in for you too to let you know. Pay attention to your body. I feel like your body tries to send you different signals too. So pay attention. Like the next time, like your hands start hurting, or next time your crown start tingling, things like that. Like pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you. You said sleeping for see, yeah, you need to get some rest too. So to get some rest, like slow down. Just slow down. You don't have to just completely stop, but just slow down. All right. So let's move on to 11s. All right. Master number 11. Thank you guys so much for tuning into your May 2023 prediction. I greatly appreciate it. This particular month, I will be doing spiritual path readings. So if you are in need of my services, you guys can go on my website and book those services. My services will be updated weekly. Master number 11, make sure that you also look at life path number 2 as well. There may be some messages in that particular reading for you. So overall, master number 11, a lot of emotions will rise up for you this month. Emotions that you have been burying, that you suppressed, are definitely going to resurface. So this is an overall prediction. Something this month is going to trigger these emotions, and these emotions can also mean things that you love. So your creativity. So when I look at emotions, I look at things that you love to do. And then I look at things that you need to release and overcome. So for master number 11, it can definitely be both, or it can be one or the other. You will start to ignite your creative side as well by the emotions that you have harnessed. So your emotions, so with you burying different things within you, not really releasing how you particularly feel, it could suffocate your creativity. But once you do um dig up different deep emotions that has been buried and release those things, it's like your creativity can now flow. And master number 11, you are a very creative energy. You have the double one energy, and it equals up to a 2, which means that anything that you implement, the creativeness lies within you. So that is going to be initiated and ignited. So if these are traumatic emotions that you do need to release, you will morph that into your creative endeavors. I said that. I literally just said everything that I just wrote. Okay, so just so you're gonna start expressing those things. Also, if you do have a hard time of expressing your emotions and how you feel, try to go to like a painting or what is that, pottery, things like that to lash out or hash out everything that you've been suppressing, if that makes sense to you. Um, Even with you drawing something, even if you can't draw, just like go out and buy some paint, even just with you painting something and just sitting there like really quietly, you will be able to, like I say, it's like you're allowing yourself not to suppress it. Because I feel like master number 11, you have personally been suppressing it. Like every time your intuition or every time your emotions are trying to overflow, you divert the situation and do something totally different. And you need to actually like I said, let those things out. So this particular month, use your creativity energy. Use that energy to really overcome, I'll say, or just balance that within you. Okay. Also, in this particular month, you are learning more that getting upset or crying over everything doesn't solve anything. So you can yell, scream, do whatever that you want to do, and you still not gonna it's still not gonna resolve nothing. Like what is you yelling and screaming, catching attitudes for, or telling people all these things that how they hurt you? What's that gonna do with you yelling and screaming? Just communicate how you feel. And if you still feel like you're not being heard, like I said, use that creative time to really release it or overcome it. So that is master number 11. Also, with you doing this is going to teach you how to control your temper as well. Like you won't be so temperamental. I feel like master number 11, when you are operating in a lower vibration and you're not really in tune with that natural two energy that you have, you can be in that double one energy and be in that ego energy and lose your temper a little bit. So just be mindful of that this month. Like I said, it's that's those things are definitely gonna come up for you. So my prediction for master number 11, there needs to be a release. I see that you are having a conversation with someone who has hurt you when you were a child. That could be the buried emotions that I was seeing as well. So that's your overall. So like I said, master number 11, yours feels like an overall prediction. So I saw like red puffy eyes too. So you may cry a lot this particular month like you never have been before. So if you do that, don't judge yourself, even if you are a guy, because I was picking up a male energy that's here as well. You try to, or you were taught to keep those emotions and keep those things inside. Like men don't cry. But in this particular month, you're not going to be able to hold those emotions back. And when you see your red puffy eyes or when you're like blowing out the snot from your nose, you may judge yourself and be like, man, I'm crying like a man. Like you may say something like that. So don't judge yourself if you're crying. You're just releasing a lot of things. You're still human, even though that you are a man, you're still human. So you need to release those things. You don't need to pile those things up. That's unhealthy. And that's another reason why a lot of men don't have a longer or they don't have a longer survival rate as women, because women, if something is bothering us, we release those emotions, we let it out, we don't hold on to those things, we cry it out, scream it out, do whatever. But men, you don't do that, you literally hold it in, and it gives you more heart attacks. Honestly, it gives you more strokes because you're holding and suppressing that energy. Like energy is real, even though that we can't see these things, it's real. So you holding on to those things and compacting it and compacting it in your body, it is really weakening your immune system as well. So a lot of the master number 11s, particularly if you are a male, you may find yourself sick, or you may find yourself having allergies that you've never had before because you are suppressing those things. So if you find yourself sick, that is just your body of telling you that there is something that needs to be let out and there's something that needs to be released. So definitely do that. Also, I'm getting right now with me saying that I was seeing a male figure. You may also need to release that male figure that has hurt you in the past, that was never there for you. Even though if you can't physically talk to this particular male figure, you can heal and forgive those things within yourself and release it. And then once you do that, you can feel a lot better about yourself. You can understand that everything that has happened to you while you were a child was not your fault. You put a lot of blame on yourself too. You're very hard on yourself, or you're being harder on yourself this month than you ever been before. So just be sure of that, because you don't want to break yourself down by being hard on yourself for things that you really had no control over at that time. Okay. So that's master number 11. So let's move on to 22s. Oh, and as soon as I looked at the clock, it's 333. So you, master number 11, you may be seeing a lot of 333. All right, master number 22s. Thank you guys so much for tuning into your May 2023 prediction. I greatly appreciate it. Also, master number 22, I will be doing personal readings for the month of May. So make sure you check out my website to book those particular services, and I will be updating my schedule weekly this month. So, master number 22, also make sure that you look at life path number four's message, because there may be some messages in that particular reading for you as well. All right, so overall, master number 22, I heard stand up and be a man. Even if you are not a man, that means to take control over your life. I was also getting like a gentleman energy. So when I seen the gentleman, it was literally broken down gentle man. So master number 22, you're going to have to mix in that two energy that you naturally have, that gentle energy that you naturally have, and that masculine energy that you have as far as vibrating with the four, and mixing those things together, then you will be able to stand up for yourself. You'll be able to advocate for yourself, because you'll be able to, just like master number 11, you may have an 11 in your chart as well, but you may need to express yourself of how you truly feel, so you won't hold on to it. Master number 11's energy was coming more so of grief, or coming more so of like sad things that has happened. But master number 22, your energy is coming up as making decisions for yourself, or being that advocate for yourself, like not letting people really walk over you or tell you what to do, or tell you how you should make your choices or how you should live. I also felt the energy that you are going to need to make wise choices in this particular month, and how you're moving and how you're feeling. And in order for you to decide, and in order for you to do that, you have to be in a calm place this month. So if you're all over the place, really chaotic, really feeling like you can't really control your temper or control those things about yourself that you do need to control, in order for you to make a decision for yourself in this particular month, you do need to remain calm in order to make these decisions. So that means, don't decide when you get mad or frustrated, or when you are under the influence. Give yourself time to process. So don't make any decisions when you are under the influence. If you are, I'm just gonna say it. If you are drunk, if you are high, and you're thinking about making some type of move or some type of decision, do not make it. Make the move when you have a clear mind, when you are in clear thinking. There is also an energy of self-control. So you do need to be accountable of your own actions, or the actions that you take from here on out. You have to understand that everything does not happen to you. You may be saying that, or the reason why I feel like this is because this person did this. You have to be accountable of your own actions. No one made you do anything. So if you feel like you don't really know what to do, uh that's that energy that I was putting. You may need to consult with your intuition. It's coming up very strong right now. Consult with your intuition on what you should do, not others. Who else did I tell that to? sevens. So you may have a seven in your chart as well, or something about the number seven. You may see a lot of sevens. And also with listening to your intuition, don't be afraid to go after that hunch that you get. Like it's like a feeling. It's like something here, like within. I know y'all can't see, but it's something within here. Like you just know, like it's a knowing. Thank you. It's like a knowing that you have. Like go, don't be afraid to go with that knowing, because that may be the very thing that kind of messes you up a little bit, is when you don't go off that feeling and you just go off of what is in your physical environment, which you do a lot because you naturally vibrate with the four. You may go off of what you can physically see and not what your intuition is telling you. And then that could be a reason why you're being thrown off, if that makes sense. So don't be afraid to follow your intuition this month. Now, my prediction for this particular month as well was there was a strong energy around loved ones, maybe a father figure or some type of male figure. So your energy was coming up a lot like master number 11s as well, but it's some like brother male figure that's in your life. If this figure is not a male that you need to address, they may be a person that always takes control over everything. They always be they may be the spokesperson of your family, of over your household. Be your own person and follow what you would want to do in your life, or a particular situation may rise this month that you may always I'm trying to see how I want to put this. So, like every time that you do something or every time that you are going through something, you may consult one particular person. This month, if you go through something, and like I said, it's not going to be detrimental to you, but if you go through something but you need advice on it, you may not want to go to that particular person. You may want to just consult your own self, because you have the best knowledge of what is going to be, or the best vision for your life. I also had a vision of a stream of water. So the way that I was interpreting it as is that you just need to go with the flow of things. Move through the rocks, cuz I like I said, it was like a literal stream. So I was seeing like the water going around the rocks and not really going through the rocks. So you can go around anything that comes up for you, that tries to throw you off, that tries to really annoy you, that tries to um be a burden for you. There's a way that you can move through those things. You just have to find what you need to do to move through them. What is this? Oh, okay, so I just said that. So just, yeah, just go around it. So there's always a way, or there's always a solution to your particular energy and to your particular problem. Right now I am seeing flowers, so I do feel like you are deserved credit for what you have been going through over and over again. So don't think that you are not being appreciated, because you definitely are. And don't feel like that you are being overlooked by God, because you're not. Okay. This is just a situation that you need to go through at this particular time in order for you to get some type of knowledge or get some type of strength behind it, if that's making any sense. Okay, that just came up. And that's what I got for 22s. And last but not least, we have master number 33. I'm just going to go right on into it, y'all. All right, master number 33. Thank you guys so much for tuning into your May 2023 prediction. I greatly appreciate it. If you are in need of a spiritual path reading this particular month, please go on my website and book those things. My schedule will be updated weekly. So overall, and also master number 33, make sure that you guys look at life path number 6's message as well, because there may be some messages in there for you as well. So overall, master number 3, what I got is that this month you need to use your better judgment. Don't take everyone's word or even actions based on what you should do. A lot of times in life, you have to look at the situations from your own lenses and determine how you want to move or what you want to do. This is not a month for you to be a follower either. So take a handle or a lead of your own life and move accordingly based on what you know about yourself. If you are the person who doesn't know about oneself and is totally clueless, then this is a good time for you as well, because now you're on the path of discovery and searching of who you really are. That's always a good place to be in your life. This is not to discourage you either, but it's just to enlighten you on what you may have been doing wrong, or what you may have not even wrong, but what you may can adjust in your life. Don't make this feel like work either. If you make it feel like work, if you make this path of discovery feel like work, then it's going to get very tedious, very tiring, very annoying, because this discovery is ongoing. It happens throughout life. So just be sure to not make it feel like work. Oh, I got more discovering to do. Spirituality and getting on your purpose, finding your relationship with God is not meant to feel like work. If it feels like work, then you need to evaluate your whole situation and how you look at things, how you look at God, how you look at yourself, or just evaluate everything within your life. It's not supposed to feel like work like that. Also, oh my God, my computer does this stupid stuff all the time. Hold on. I'm gonna have to. Okay, sorry. Sorry, you guys, master number 33. You actually should be feeling inspired that you are taking life by charge. I call this taking life by charge when you are on the path of discovery. You are also going to have a lot of ideas as well that is going to come up for you this particular month. So start taking action on them. It's one thing to have the idea and to be inspired and excited about it, but without action, it's only an idea. So you can say, "Oh, I know my purpose. I meant to do this. I meant to do that." But you had an idea, but you're not moving on it. So it's kind of like, what's the purpose of you even getting the idea if you're not going to do nothing about it? What is the issue about you even having this gift and having this talent and you're not going to even do anything with it? I'm a firm believer that if you have a gift and a talent that you're not using, God will literally, okay, I need this purpose to take place. And I called this particular person to do it, but they're not doing it. And I really need it to happen here on earth. So God would then take that purpose and gift it to someone else. So just be mindful of that. And again, that's not to scare you, and that's not even to be negative. That is to be realistic about everything within your life. And like I said, if you're just totally clueless and you don't know what the purpose and what that path is, like I said, that's a beautiful place to be, because you are still discovering yourself. That way, you being clueless, you can ask God, okay, God, what am I really supposed to be doing? Like, show me a vision of where you want me to be, and pray from it from the heart. And when you do, God will show you. Not don't just pray for it just to make money or be successful. Like, actually do it because you were called for a purpose to actually do those things. And if you don't know what it is, just pray for it. Like, God, I really want to know, what am I supposed to be doing? And then God will show you. It's that simple. So, master number 33, your prediction. I kept hearing the phone ring, and it was so weird because it was like one of them old phones. It was like ring, 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 ring. Like, you know how the house phone used to ring? If y'all ever had a house phone, if you even old enough to even know what the house phone is, like the house phone, like it was ringing like that, but it was like an old ring, and it kept going, kept going. And I got that. What I get from that ring is just to expect an important phone call. It can literally be an important phone call that is going to come in. If this is for a job, because I was seeing jobs as well. I was seeing you got the job when it was like ringing. So this does have a lot to do with purpose. But if it is a literal job that is going to call you because you've been like putting in your application, don't take the first offer. Do not take the first offer. Negotiate, because this particular person or this particular company that is going to negotiate the offer, um, My ears itching, so that's confirmation. So with they're like talking, I'm gonna say talking because that's how it's coming out with my ear itching like this. They're talking about what to offer you, and they're gonna try to lowball you at first, but make sure that you negotiate. Now, if you negotiate and they come back and say, "Okay, no, we can't go that high," then don't worry about it. Then just go ahead and take that offer. But I'm pretty sure just 10 out of 10 times the way it's coming in, they're going to be able to negotiate that offer if it's a job. So don't be quick to just take the first offer just because it's more than what you absolutely have now. Like kind of like go up a little bit. Like, hey, I'd like to negotiate this. And then they'll negotiate it without a problem. Um Also look for the unexpected or the abnormal as well that happens this month. This month is going to show you that not always assume that what you have or what you see is hold on, let me read this again, y'all. This is going to be this month is going to show you that to not always assume that you have to go off of tradition. So you may be going off of tradition a lot, maybe going off of like how things are always done, and you may do the same thing. You can go rogue a little bit. You can like make your own tradition. That's what five is about as well, is breaking out the norm and finding your own path and finding your own way. And maybe you can create the new norm for your family. So break out a tradition as well. That was coming in really strong. And also, this is going to be a month of non tradition for you. So get out of your routine. The only routines that you can have is things that you need the routine in. But like going off of like a robotic routine, don't do that this month. This needs to be a strictly freedom filled month, not based off of what you normally do. Like do something a little bit different. Think differently too. And then going back to what I was saying with the phone kept ringing when it comes to like your purpose or your call, there is a need that you need to answer your purpose and your call for your life so that you could align with what God has for you. So that is master number 33s, and that's it for the May 2023 prediction. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure if you haven't, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know what y'all think. I love you all. I try to get on here as often as I can. So I love you. I really do love and appreciate all of you. And thank you so much to my new subscribers too. We've been really growing over here. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So thank you all. I love you. I will see you guys later. Stay tuned for some informational videos that I will have. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.